Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Please remain standing for our national anthem. At this time, we will receive Miss Latressa Jones as she come and lead us as we honor our men and women abroad.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Please be seated. Thank you for joining us in what we refer to here at the college as our finest and most proud hour as we celebrate this great graduating class of 2019. I'm very pleased to welcome all of you to the first of two ceremonies today. I'm also pleased to welcome two interpreters from Jessica Harris Interpreting Services who will provide sign language for our hearing impaired guests who are here with us this morning. As the president of PHSC, let me be the first to offer my sincere congratulations to all of our graduates, their families, and friends. Can we give it up for this great class of 2019? "47 years ago, Pasco-Hernando State College became the 28th and final link in Florida's community college system, as it was known at that time. Before property was acquired, architectural plans drafted of the first brick laid. Students attended classes in libraries, empty storefronts, churches, and schools. Initially called, and I quote, the college without walls, unquote, PHCC at that time brought quality, affordable, higher education to deserving residents in every corner of our very diverse district. Now, physically, PHSC is quite proud to serve over 16,000 students annually at 5 beautiful campuses, complete with modern classrooms, state-of-the-art libraries, comprehensive support services, countless cultural activities, and nationally recognized academic and athletic programs. Our more than 51,000 graduates, representing virtually every profession, combined with our 515 faculty, administrators, and staff members, contribute to an educated and skilled workforce, help strengthen the local economy, and enrich the quality of life for residents throughout this country. Let me say we have certainly and indeed come a long way. PHSC is a fine-tuned institution in which I'm quite privileged to serve, together with our trustees, administration, faculty, and staff, as we endeavor to provide the highest quality education opportunities to the many students we serve. In our 47th year of operation, we know we've become a very integral part of our communities. We're proud of our previous PHSC graduates and quite confident that this fall class of 2019 also will achieve great distinction. Please allow me at this time to recognize some very important individuals who are joining me at the platform here this morning, the members of our very distinguished Board of Trustees. These gubernatorially appointed individuals volunteer their time, talents, and may I also add resources. They make sure that this college operate by policies, and the policies are in place that enable us as administrators, faculty, and staff to provide the highest level of educational services to our students. As I introduce each trustee, I ask that they stand and remain standing until all have been introduced. And will you please hold your applause until all the introductions are concluded. First, from Hernando County, we have our Vice Chair of our District Board of Trustees, Ms. Marilyn Pearson Adams. Also, Trustee John Mitten. From Pasco County, we have Dr. Raul Musa Nuru and Mr. Lee Maggart. Let's give these individuals a hand for their service. Thank you. Our PHSC Foundation is a direct support organization, a DSO, which endeavors to assist the college in many areas. Proceeds from our donations to the foundation are used for scholarships, faculty and staff development, library equipment, health programs, and of course the performing arts. The foundation truly allows us to be flexible when state funding does not provide opportunities to support activities which enhance this institution. We have a few members here today from our PHSC Foundation. We would like to honor them and ask each to stand. Please hold your applause until we have called all of the directors. First of all, PHSC's own Administrator Emeritus, Mr. Ken Brzezinski. Mr. Brian Horn, who served as the Secretary, and also Dr. Lisa Richardson, who is the Executive Director. Let's give these individuals a round of applause. Thank you. Now let us pause and recognize all of our PHSC alumni who are with us today. Will you please stand if you're an alumnus of PHSC, faculty or staff or visitors or guests. But I also want to recognize a very distinguished group in which we call our veterans. All our veterans who are in service or in this commencement today, student, non-student, if you're a veteran of the United States Army, will you please stand? Armed Forces, will you please stand? Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I invite you to please join me in celebrating perhaps the most passionate, energetic, competent, diverse group of administrators, faculty, and staff from around the globe. Anywhere in higher education, I would put this group up against any other group. All the employees of PHSC, come on, take your stand. Let us recognize you today for your hard work. Great semester. We are so very fortunate to have you engage with our students as we endeavor to change their lives every day. And last, certainly but not least, please allow me to recognize my better half of 33 plus years, the mother of my two daughters, a great supporter of this institution as a former employee, who allows me to act important while she does the work behind the scenes. That's Miss Wendy Beard. Thank you, Wendy, for all that you do. You've done such a great job in helping to raise my two daughters, Dr. Brianna Beard and Miss Sierra Nicole Beard, former dual enrolled students, former valedictorians in their own right. Brianna works maybe half a mile from this institution. I give you all the credit for the job that you've done in being a great wife and a great mother. I would like to call to your attention our faculty marshals. They are our senior faculty members and have the honor of serving in this marshal capacity for this commencement ceremony this morning. Please allow me to introduce them. Hold your applause until I've concluded. First, we have Dr. Lydia Macias, Professor of Nursing. Ms. Donna Lowe, Associate Professor and Program Co-Director of our dinner program. And Ms. Mary Ann Sweetheart, Professor of Nursing. And lastly, Ms. Robin Rawlings, Associate Professor of Nursing. Can we give them a hand for their service today? Thanks for being excited for our great professors. It is now my distinct pleasure to introduce our next four speakers, and we will follow the program as listed. But each year, we ask our graduating student from one of our campuses to present remarks at each of our commencement ceremonies. Today, you will hear from an exceptional West Campus student, Michelina Priestley. Michelina is a graduating student today with an AS degree in drafting and design technology. She is a Skills USA state medalist and was featured in one of our 4 PHSC Gold commercials. Michelina is a successful artist, and her future plans are to concentrate her time and energy on her artwork. Following our student speaker will be our distinguished District Board of Trustees Vice Chair, Ms. Marilyn Pearson Adams. And of course, this year we are honored to have with us a friend of the college, and may I say a friend of mine, Pasco County Sheriff Chris Narco. Then following Sheriff Narco, the distinguished Vice President of our Faculty Senate, Julie Hendrickson, will speak. Ms. Hendrickson also serves as an Associate Professor and Department Chair of Biological Sciences, who will also bring us greetings from the faculty. Let us receive Ms. Priestley at this time.
Thank you. District Board of Trustees, Dr. Beard, Dr. Giannette, faculty, staff, parents, and the graduating class of 2019, we made it. Give yourself a round of applause. My first day at PHSC in Professor Plant's drafting class, he talked about our experience and that it should be an intrinsic one, not just about the books, but the overall experience here in college. It should enrich our lives. And that resonated with me. And I was hopeful and so excited that first day. But when I got in my car, I cried. I was so overwhelmed because I knew this experience, it was going to stretch me. And boy, did it ever. I started meeting amazing people. Kristen Knight, I don't see you, but I hope you're here. Raise your hand. Kristen Knight, she encouraged me to get involved with student government 5 minutes after we met in class. Rob, Delaney, Aiden, Cameron, Jessica, John, Wendy, Jennifer, so many others of you. You were my support system, from changing my flat tire out in the parking lot to helping me get ready for Skills USA competition. And I am just so completely thankful. The relationships I formed, the new skills that I learned, and the wisdom from this amazing faculty and staff, I thank you. I am so honored by all of the support that I have received here. You know, I'm so glad I didn't let the overwhelmed crying version of me in the car let fear get in the way. I have 3 outstanding daughters, Solana, Gisela, and Catalina. And as a mother, I was determined to demonstrate to them what it means to turn your dreams into goals and your goals into reality. I've done this by becoming a professional artist, honing in on my craft, creating connections, and taking big risks. But I also had another dream. It kept nagging at me, and that was to complete my degree. You know, I grew up the daughter of a nurse. My mother's here. My father was an engineer's draftsman, and then he went on to earn his PhD. And their encouragement and their support have just really been so special to me. Thank you. I know my family is proud of me, just as your family is proud of you today. One thing I know for sure, relationships matter, and just like a plant, they must be tended. Water them daily. At PHSC, I've cultivated deep, loving relationships. I've also gone on some great adventures, kayaking, SLR, beach bash, and traveling with Skills USA. As you build your career, I want you to listen to the words of Professor Plant. Make it an intrinsic experience that it enriches your life. Make agreements with yourself. You will be surprised at what you can accomplish. I mean, look at you here, right now, today. Having a degree will open doors and opportunities you've yet to discover. Lastly, all of you sitting here have wisdom to share. Share it freely. People will ask you, how did you overcome your challenges? How did you get to the point to have your college degree? Tell them. When you share your wisdom with people, you are helping to cultivate a thriving community. You know, you are here today because you turned your dreams into goals, and your goals are now your reality. Congratulations, and thank you.
Okay, so I have to come after that. Congratulations, McLean, and thank you. Thank you for sharing your passion. Thank you for picking PHSC, and thank you for the words of wisdom that you gave to your classmates. So you're awesome. So you are all awesome, and you look amazing today. So, and thank you for being here, and good morning. On behalf of the District Board of Trustees, we would like to welcome all of you, our PHSC faculty, staff, and our distinguished guests, to our Fall 2019 commencement ceremony. I am Marilyn Pearson Adams, the Vice Chair of your PHSC District Board of Trustees, and I am honored to join you here today for this very special day. With the holidays fast approaching, and with all the promise that the brand new year brings, celebrating commencement at this time of year is very exciting. This is indeed a time of transition for you, graduates, as you prepare to pursue new endeavors. It is important that we are all here together today to celebrate this special occasion with your classmates, your family, friends, and as today marks the most significant day in a milestone of your life's journey. Commencement is truly a very meaningful occasion for your Board of Trustees, and we are thankful for each and every one of you. not only to celebrate the accomplishments of our graduates, but to recognize PHSC's primary mission to educate students and prepare graduates for rewarding careers and lives. Graduates, you are here as you further your education and/or enter the workforce. Remember that earning a degree or certification is a stepping stone. This ceremony symbolizes not only your accomplishments, but brand new beginnings. In fact, graduates, you join more than 51,000 alumni that have passed through our college, many of whom choose to live and work in the growing communities of our district. They are teachers, doctors, lawyers, nurses, paralegals, pilots, accountants, law enforcement officers, EMT. So our communities are full of the successful PHSC alumni, and we are very proud that today you will be joining this diverse group of professionals. As you celebrate your success today, please remember to express gratitude to those who supported you, and as you advance through your life and career, do your part to make the world a better place, both personally and professionally. In your own unique way, give the world the very best you have to give. Do this, and you will be rewarded with professional advancement and opportunities, earning a substantial living, and foster a lifestyle for yourself and your loved ones as modeling in making a difference. Once again, congratulations to the class of 2019, and best wishes for your future and a fulfilling after. Thank you.
At this time, it is my pleasure and privilege to call upon Dr. Raul Musunuru, a member of the PHSC District Board of Trustees, to introduce and honor our speaker and Sheriff Chris Narco of Pasco County today. A few words about Dr. Musunuru. He has been serving continuously as a member of the PHSC District Board of Trustees for the past 20 years. Nominated by several governors of the great state of Florida, he holds the distinction of being the longest serving board member not only at PHSC, but for any college in the history of Florida. He is the recipient of the Southern Regional Trustee Leadership Award from the National Association of Community Colleges Trustees in 2013 for his innovative programs benefiting the students here at PHSC, nominated by his peers. He is a well-known philanthropist and humanitarian. Dr. Musunuru is a nationally recognized cardiologist, honored by 3 national awards from the American Heart Association, including National Physician of the Year in 2005. He is instrumental in developing a 50-bed rural hospital into one of the top 50 heart hospitals in the United States. Can you believe it? Right here in our own backyard of Hudson, Florida. Lastly, he serves as chairman of the board for the hospital Regional Medical Center Bayonet. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me and give a warm welcome to our great philanthropist and board member, Dr. Raul Musunuru.
Thank you, Dr. Beard, for those kind remarks. Before I present Honorable Sheriff Narco to you, I have an assignment for all the graduates. For one, congratulations again. For 2, stand up. Now turn back. And turn sideways. So that is in appreciation of all the family, friends, and the staff that has helped you to get here. Now you keep standing for the rest of this ceremony. No, I'm just kidding. Sit down. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is my pride, pleasure, and privilege to introduce this morning commencement speaker, Honorable Sheriff of Pasco County, Chris Naco. He was a, go on, please go on. He was appointed Sheriff of Pasco County in 2011, elected in 2012, and re-elected in 2016, and he's going to be re-elected in 2020. Take my word for it. Before being named sheriff, Chris Naco devoted himself to public service, starting with the Philadelphia Public School Police, and later moving to the Fairfax County Police Department in Virginia and the Broward Sheriff's Office in Florida. During his service with the Fairfax County Police Department, he was a first responder to 9/11 attacks and also the Washington sniper incident. Following his time in the law enforcement, Sheriff Naco served as a Deputy Chief of Staff in the Florida House of Representatives and served as Chief of Staff for the Florida Highway Patrol before being called back to law enforcement service at the Pasco Sheriff's Office, where he served as captain and major before being appointed sheriff. During his time as sheriff, Chris Naco has led numerous innovations at the sheriff's office. He implemented the intelligence-led policy philosophy, which has reduced crime in Pasco County. In addition, Sheriff created Florida's Forensic Institute for Research, Security, and Tactics, which is a first of its kind synergy between law enforcement, universities, and private industry to provide training and knowledge on cybersecurity, forensics, resiliency, drones, and other disciplines. Sheriff Naco has been a staunch advocate in our community as well, serving as a board member for the Pasco Sheriff's Charities, Pasco Homeless Advisory Board, the Baycare Mental Health Foundation, the Boys and Girls Club of La Cochi, and numerous other local groups in Pasco County. In addition to his service locally, Sheriff Naco has also served on 3 statewide councils related to law enforcement and protecting vulnerable citizens. He served on the Constitution Revision Commission after being appointed by the Speaker for the House, the Criminal Punishment Code Task Force after his appointment by the Governor, and the Statewide Council on Human Trafficking after an appointment by the Attorney General. Sheriff Naco is an active member of his church and active in coaching, youth sports, and mentoring our youth. He works closely with the PHSC, not only to keep the college campuses safe, but also in training of law enforcement students at the college. PHSC, just an aside, PHSC Foundation, as you heard earlier, works very hard raising money to provide scholarships for needy students at the college. For the 2019-2020 academic year, the foundation already awarded more than $1 million in cash without any debt in scholarships to the students. Also, this year alone, we raised $1 million that will be distributed in perpetuity for just the nursing scholarships this year alone, $1 million. This morning, it is my honor to donate $10,000 of my personal money specifically to help with law enforcement student scholarships in honor of No, this is the important thing. In honor of Sheriff Nako, with an endowment in his name. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to present to you Honorable Sheriff of Pasco, Chris Nako.
Thank you, Dr. Musanero, very much. It's an honor. I want to see Brian Head over here, and they're doing a phenomenal job at the Academy, and we'll use that money to make sure our agency looks as diverse as our community is. So thank you very, very much for that. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Enjoy it right now. Honestly, like Dr. Musanero said, turn around to your families, thank them, but enjoy this moment. You earned this moment. This is a great moment. So, just take it all in. Thank God I'm Italian because I'm used to using my hands too, so I'm used to this now. So, you never thought the light at the end of the tunnel would come, did you? You never thought it would happen. To all the families back there, you never thought it either. I can't believe. What do you mean you dropped that class? No, you got to keep going. We got to keep moving forward. We got to graduate. So, congratulations to everybody here. I want to thank Dr. Timothy Beard. I never forget, it's a whole new ball game. Yes. And Mrs. Beard, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Without strong support of family, you're never going to accomplish what you think you can. The faculty, the Board of Trustees, Dr. Musanero, thank you for that. The invitation first to be here and the amazing generosity of this college and our community. He has been a positive impact upon all of us. I know Dr. Harrington couldn't make it. He wanted to be here, but he had the flu, and we all said, stay home. Don't share what you have with others. And it's funny. You never know where life's going to take you. You never know where the speech is going to take you. But when I heard about the nurses, and how many here are nurses graduating? I saw half raises. Is that like you're halfway going to be there? You're going to be? Not sure, but I want to say this. When I heard there were so many nurses, I want to personally thank you for what you're about to go into and what you're going to do. And I look amongst our deputies out here, and probably about 7 months ago, it's been now, we almost lost a deputy. And had it not been for the tourniquets, the training, and rushing that deputy to Bayonet Point Hospital, and the outstanding nurses and doctors there, Chris would not be here spending Christmas with his family. So I want to thank you for what you're all about to go into. With any graduation speech, you try to do something or say something that's going to be, leave a momentum or something in you that, achieve greatness. It's not just, hurry up, we have lunch appointment at noon. I can't believe they took so long. I'll try to be quick. So, it can be based off a quote from C.S. Lewis, Maya Angelou, or Albert Einstein. And I kept trying to think of something, saying, I want that spark. It just wasn't coming. So, you're all going to think I'm crazy. You're all going to wish that Richard Corcoran, who's the next speaker this afternoon, was like, why didn't we get Richard? He would have been much better than Nako. But I'm taking my inspiration from a song that I've heard several years ago. And some of you may have heard it, some of you may not, may have even heard the band or not. But you ever hear that band, AWOL Nation? They had the words, the lyrics, never let fear decide your fate. Never let your fear decide your fate. And so some of us will have fears. It could be heights, spiders, snakes, or clowns. And so, you won't have success if you have those fears if you want to be a pilot, a zookeeper, or work in the circus. But, we're not talking about that type of fear. We're talking about the fear when you want to achieve something higher. If you're in a comfort and stable environment, but you're bored and stagnant, you see that possibility of a brighter future or a more exciting future, and your fear is not letting you go down that opportunity. because of the fear of the what ifs. What if failure happens? Be proud of the fact that you're here today. You did not allow those what ifs to happen. I can imagine when you started this program, your lives might have been stable, comfortable, and you're like, should I really do this? Should I really finish that degree that I started a couple years ago? But you overcame that. You didn't let friends hold you back. You didn't let those fears hold you back. You pushed forward, and that's why I say enjoy this moment. But congratulations for doing that. But don't allow that plateau you achieved today to become the nest you never leave. Keep going for higher altitudes. Dr. Ben Carson grew up extremely poor. He wasn't a good student, never thought he'd make it out of the environment he was born into, but he did. He credits his success to his God and his mother's drive for him to learn. That led him to become the youngest chief of pediatric neurosurgery in the country at 33 years old. I think Dr. Musanero was actually 32, weren't you? For cardiology. But he had an extremely successful medical career and saved many lives. But he was never a household name, unless you're in the medical field for neurosurgery. But in 2015, he decided to run for president. Fear didn't decide his fate. And many of you know he did not win the presidency. But that's in terms of wins and losses that we also always just think about like a scoreboard. But his decision to run was a victory, because he inspired young kids who came from the same environment he grew up in to be doctors. And you never know, because of his inspiration, the cure for cancer or the cure to addiction may happen because of Dr. Carson. That alone is a victory. Mary Barra is the CEO of General Motors. She started her career at 18 years old on the factory floor checking fender benders and inspecting hoods to pay for college. She graduated GM University and now is the CEO. Think about how many young women out there are looking up to her now, saying it doesn't matter where you start, you could be on the factory floor and you can achieve greatness. You can now run the entire company. That's phenomenal. That's somebody who wasn't afraid, because I could tell you there was probably many people who said at the end of the shift, come on, let's just go out, we're going to go party. And she's like, no, I want to keep going further. She didn't let them hold them back, and she didn't let her fear of failure keep her to where she was. The favorite story is Michael Jordan. And you all probably know the story about Michael Jordan, where he got cut from a high school team, but he didn't give up. And he became arguably the best basketball player of all time. But for me, the story of Michael Jordan isn't just in the fact that, his coach caught him and now he went on to become the best player. It was the fact that he went on to baseball. Think about that. This guy was the greatest ever, and he went on a baseball field. He started traveling with a AA team. He had his own plane. Now he's on the back of a Greyhound going from small city to small city. And people are probably like, Michael, why are you doing this? You have your own logo on jerseys, and now you're out there, on the back of a Greyhound. But he didn't let fear decide his fate. And you know what? He's not in the Hall of Fame for baseball. But there's sometimes a greater thing that you have to overcome when you overcome fear. It's regret. Don't ever live with regret or the what ifs, because those are those things that will always hold you down in life later on. Never be afraid. Push forward and achieve higher. There's also another inspirational story, and it's one of your trustees, Al Hernandez. If you ever get the chance, please learn his story. His family was in Cuba. They were under tyranny. There was many times when their parents almost lost their lives because of communism and Castro. But they overcame that. His parents overcame that fear and came to the promises of America because they wanted a better future for their kids, and they succeeded. So right here in our own community, you can see those stories, those achievements where people overcame their fear. As you stand on your new plateau, have the courage to never let your fear decide your fate. You reached out, you've done it, you're at that end of the tunnel that you never thought. It's all bright right now. and at the same time, share that brightness with others. Share that success. That goal that you have, don't bury it, because when you die, it's not going to come with you. Your legacy will be built upon how you use that gold and shared it with others, how you made their lives better. Like Dr. Musunuru has done here at this college, do those things for those in your community that you have a passion for. Smile, enjoy it. You're going to make your lunch, I promise you. And I leave you with this. May God bless you. Decide your own fate and enjoy the journey.
Thank you, Sheriff Nako. So good, so good. Good morning, summer, fall 2019 graduates. You are the reason we're here. I like this seat. This is the first time I'm up here, and I like being able to look at you. This is so good. I also want to welcome the members of the District Board of Trustees, our administration, our faculty, and staff. You have done a wonderful job to help these graduates get here today. This is it, last one. Author Susie Ross, she says, whether your transformation happens through trauma, surprise, or intention, the process begins because of a growing need for change. And I feel like that's kind of what we're hearing today. Your transformation, you were motivated for change. Now think about the moment when you decided to venture onto our college campus. No, really, think about the moment when you decided, whether literally on campus or online, you decided to become a PHSC college student, a student of higher education. Sounds very lofty, right? Were you sitting at home with your parents or friends around the table? Were you at a job that you were not interested in doing for the rest of your life? Or you reading or watching a story about another success? Or maybe caring for your children and thinking about their future and what your example would be to them? Or maybe you always knew that you'd go to college and now the time had come. Whatever the circumstance, you began your journey at PHSC. One thing is certain, you are not the same as when you began this part of your story. You have changed. I'm here as Vice President of our Faculty Senate to provide some remarks to you, the graduates, on behalf of our faculty. So I'll keep it brief and hope to avoid impersonating Charlie Brown's teacher. Wah, 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 wah. Here we go. PHSC is not just a place you have come to. It is also a place you will go from. You chose to be a part of many courses, activities, assignments, college events, relationships. You participated in things. You went to group projects that you had to complete. You showed up, you showed up, you showed up. You went to those things that were sometimes hard to do, sometimes easy to do. And as a teacher of anatomy and physiology, I prepared your torture often. And I apologize, but here you are, right? You met those obstacles. And now you can check that final box, right? Your degree or program completion. As you journey through your requirements and experiences, you have been changed. So again, author Susie Ross, transformation is an ongoing process that tends to appear ordinary when in fact something extraordinary is taking place. Undoubtedly, there have been expected challenges and stress to get you here today, to this accomplishment. But for many of you, what you had to overcome was nothing short of heroic. And sometimes I say to my students, you are the heroes. I watch you getting through this course, the next course, and so on, with all these things. Maybe you were holding down a job or jobs, often multiple jobs, taking loads of classes, caring for your children or other loved ones, maybe facing personal change, like divorce or loss of a loved one, and maybe maintaining at the same time other interests and goals. These are obstacles that you had to overcome. They're often the norm for PHSC students. The faculty of PHSC have been a witness to your courage, to your determination, and hope your new or renewed confidence has come in part out of our pressing you to do your best. And yes, some torture sometimes. It has been said that transformed people transform people. Transformed people transform people. Our community will be better for you having pursued and reached your goals. I imagine your family and friends who have supported you along the way at just the right time, they will also benefit for having watched you, your determination, your success. So please be sure to thank them today. So as you go from PHSC, you can be certain that the changes in you will help you get that job, into the university or program that you might want to get into to pursue further education. Your transformation may have triggered you to think bigger thoughts about your future. New dreams are beginning to form. PHSC is not just a place you have come to. It is a place you will go from. So in closing, your hard work, your success here will move you to a bright and exciting future. We hope you feel pride in your accomplishments and that you feel celebrated. You need to feel celebrated. Worthy of the attention you're given. You deserve it. Congratulations.
Just a few accolades and recognitions. At this time, Dr. Raul Musunuru will make a special presentation. Sheriff.
This is for the sheriff. I actually forgot to give it to him earlier.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
And
Get a picture. Get in the middle.
no, in the middle.
Get in the middle, Sheriff.
Right here? There you go. Yeah.
To your left a little bit. Thank you. Thank you.
And sheriff has to go to his work, and I have to go to my work. And how many times can you say I escorted sheriff? So I'm going. Excuse us. I'm going to take him out. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Musunuru, to the sheriff. Thank you. I also thank you, Trustee Adams, Pearson Adams, and Ms. Priestley, and Professor Hendrickson for your comments and your words of wisdom. Also, thank you to Ms. Jones, who earlier sang the national anthem, and of course, later the Wiregrass Ranch High School chorus will lead us in our alma mater when we complete the ceremony. Now for a few student recognitions. This is about you. While still in high school, students in our two-county district who meet certain grade requirements are able to take college classes from PHSC as dual enrollment or collegiate high school students. And this is the part that most parents we like, without incurring college tuition costs. We have one student who has completed their coursework for an Associate of Arts degree. We'll have more this afternoon participating. But for this moment, can that student stand who is with us today? Let's give her a hand. Thank you. Special note, she has not yet graduated from her high school. You've also noticed that some of our students are wearing gold honor cords. These graduates have maintained at least a 3.5 GPA. They're among our top honor students graduating today. Will these students please stand and be recognized? Thank you. You may be seated. Other graduates are wearing gold stores over their robes. These graduates are members of Phi Theta Kappa, also known as PTK, the National Honor Society for Community College Students. In order to be a member of PTK, a student must have maintained a 3.25 GPA. Would these PTK students please stand and be recognized? Thank you. Several of our graduates are wearing, may I say, members of Psi Beta, the National Honor Society for Psychology. These students are wearing gold double cords with royal blue and gold tassels. To be eligible for Psi Beta, among other criteria, students must have maintained a 3.2 GPA and have demonstrated interest in psychology. Will these students please stand? Thank you. Tau Epsilon Alpha is a National Honor Society for Human Services. To be eligible for Tau Epsilon Alpha, among other criteria, students must have maintained a 3.25 GPA and demonstrated interest in human services. These graduates are wearing a medallion on a blue and gold ribbon. Would these students please stand and be recognized? All right. Lambda Nu is a National Honor Society for Radiological and Imaging Sciences. To be eligible for Lambda Nu, among other criteria, students must have maintained a 3.5 GPA and demonstrated an interest in radiological and imaging sciences. Their colors are maroon for the radiological sciences, forest green for the health professionals, and gold, the ancient color of honor. Some will also be wearing a gold, or rather a cord, and some a tassel. Will these students please stand and be recognized? Finally, Sigma Kappa Delta, the English Honor Society for two-year colleges. To be eligible for Sigma Kappa Delta, among other criteria, students must maintain a minimal grade point average of 3.0. These graduates are wearing a Kelly green and yellow honor cord. Would these students please stand and be recognized? And now to the most, or perhaps the most prestigious award of the morning. The medallion for the honor graduate, our graduates with the highest GPA. The honor graduate or graduates with the highest honor is the student or students who have achieved the highest academic average in the graduating class. Please come to the platform as I call your name so that you can receive your honor medallion and remain on the platform for a photo. Taylor Belair, a West Campus student. Donald Cardwell, an East Campus student. Christian Knight, a Porter Campus student. And lastly, Haley Springer, a West Campus student.
And now it is time for the presentation of our graduates. Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree and the Bachelor of Applied Science degree please rise? Dr. Beard, these candidates have satisfied the performance requirements as set forth in the rules of the District Board of Trustees of Pasco-Hernando State College, pursuant to the authority granted to the board by Florida Statute 101.64. They are eligible to be awarded the Bachelor of Science degree and the Bachelor of Applied Science degree. Will the marshals please escort our graduates to the platform by individual rows?
You want to take that with you or leave it here? Hello, thank you. Amanda R. Price. Stacy Jankaitis, honors. Loa Summer Bartz, honors. Maribel Reynolds. Leanzi Garcia, honors. Christina Chavez. Ingrid K. Ammons. Janice Christopher, veteran, honors. Alexander W. Arnold. Marissa Ingargiola. Hiba Ganem, honors Phi Theta Kappa. Darla C. Durrett, honors Phi Theta Kappa. Joseph R. Camarada, Phi Theta Kappa. Gina M. Phillips, Phi Theta Kappa, Psi Beta. Brian Singleton.
Let's give a round of applause to our baccalaureate candidates. And now, will the remaining candidates please rise? President Beard, these candidates have also satisfied the performance requirements as set forth in the rules of the District Board of Trustees of Pasco-Hernando State College, pursuant to the authority granted to the board by Florida Statute 1001.64, and they are eligible to be awarded diplomas, certificates, Associate in Science and Associate in Arts degrees. Will the marshals please escort our graduates to the platform by individual rows?
I'm sorry? Okay. Taylor L. Beater, honors. Haley A. Springer, honors Phi Theta Kappa. Donald J. Caldwell, honors. Jennifer S. Patrick. Rocky Alfaro. Carlene St. Fleur. Brianna A. Gonzalez. Patricia Harigi, honors Phi Theta Kappa Psi Beta. William C. Hickman, Phi Theta Kappa. Donna McDonald, Phi Theta Kappa. Kelly L. Knight, honors Phi Theta Kappa Psi Beta. Victoria M. Cordani. Kimberly A. Wilson. Sherry Machado, honors Phi Theta Kappa. Justin Postal Ganyao, Phi Theta Kappa. Brian DeLeon, Phi Theta Kappa Psi Beta. Adrian M. Woodham, Phi Theta Kappa. Javon B. Wright. Curtis C. Sintef. Tiffany Green. Preston J. Chiavone. Diane D'Souza. Jennifer Castillo. Patricia Casadesus, honors Phi Theta Kappa Psi Beta. Kristen Knoll, Phi Theta Kappa. William D. Smith. Catherine Castro, honors Phi Theta Kappa. Anna R. Beckel, Phi Theta Kappa. Victoria N. Noble.
Mary E. Sullivan, Phi Theta Kappa Psi Beta. Julie Johnson, honors Phi Theta Kappa. Miranda Clemson, honors Phi Theta Kappa. Landon Reliea. Earl Miranda. Crystal Sawyer, honors. Ashley Hulse, honors, Phi Theta Kappa. Rachel Ann Liska, Psi Beta. Laura Lowry, honors, Phi Theta Kappa. Karen Price, Phi Theta Kappa. Allison Kaulikta, Phi Theta Kappa. Kristen Grapponi, Phi Theta Kappa. Julia Hayhurst, honors. Casey Christina Taylor, Phi Theta Kappa. Rochelle Sweet, Phi Theta Kappa. Elise Webster, Phi Theta Kappa. Crystal Weinberg, Phi Theta Kappa. Joanna Bailey, honors. Kaylin Morris, honors. Danielle Weinberger, honors. Dale Weinberger, veteran, honors. Alexandre da Silva Loki. Brian Mitchell, Phi Theta Kappa, Lambda Nu. Eric Pesselin, Phi Theta Kappa, Lambda Nu. Rob Guittard, honors, Phi Theta Kappa. Sabina Paneru. Shannon Dolan, Phi Theta Kappa, Psi Beta. Mary Beth Phillips, Phi Theta Kappa. Gabriel Rodriguez. Isabel Tresick, Phi Theta Kappa. Oh, so hard. Jason Levesque. Help me. Amy Lynn Zweil, honors, Phi Theta Kappa, Psi Beta. Mary Chubb, honors, Phi Theta Kappa. Jessica Miller, honors. Zachary Vida, honors. Jonathan Favero, honors. Ariel Williams, honors, Phi Theta Kappa, Psi Beta, Tau Upsilon Alpha, Sigma Kappa Delta. Juan Navarez. Anthony Rodriguez, veteran. Emery Donahue, honors, Phi Theta Kappa, Lambda Nu. Thomas DeMalcy, Lambda Nu. Janie Rose, Lambda Nu. Alyssa Rose, Honors, Phi Theta Kappa, Lambda Nu.
Manuel Cusco, Phi Theta Kappa. Giselle Perez, Phi Theta Kappa, Psi Beta Honors. Courtney Schubert. Cleo Kennedy. Carmen Castiblanco. Christine Hoya. Amber Smith, Phi Theta Kappa. Marvina Weisner, Honors, Phi Theta Kappa. Samantha Claiborne, PT Phi Theta Kappa. Can you say your last name? Michelle Letourneau. I see. Okay. Heather Knott, Phi Theta Kappa, Lambda Nu. Courtney Rowell, Honors, Phi Theta Kappa, Lambda Nu. Abigail Gower. Christopher Bonani. Marcus Lotta Slinger. Diana Bennett. Destiny Ford. Jewel Sawin. Okay. Ashley Barra. Kayla Du Bois. Sienna Ellis. Shauna Ellis. Hannah Brandt. Eileen Capiro. Brian Herr. Ruben Perez. Erin Johns, Phi Theta Kappa, Psi Beta. Jennifer Garza. Sydney Garsek. Francisco Blanco Carvajal. Latasha Bird. Caitlin Croft, Honors. Christopher Stoltz, Phi Theta Kappa. Douglas Dodd. Kristen Knight. Karen Belaños, honors Phi Theta Kappa. McLeana Priestley, honors Phi Theta Kappa.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for these candidates.
Thank you. It appears that we will make it for lunch. After I confer the degrees and certificates earned this morning, I respectfully request that the audience stand and join us in singing our PHSC's alma mater, which is located in the back of your program. We then ask that the audience remain in place until the end of the students' recessional. Will all the candidates please rise? By the authority granted to me by Florida Statutes 1001-65, and the District Board of Trustees of Pasco-Hernando State College, I now proudly proclaim you official graduates of Pasco-Hernando State College. You may turn your tassels. May we all stand for our alma mater.